Well, politics is raging on the Cauvery issue, and not just politics. In fact, protests intensified as well, and they spilled onto the streets. Karnataka is on the boil over the age-old Cauvery row. The water war spawned anger and protests across the state. Over 2,000 pro-Kannada groups hit the streets and expressed their anger by forcing a statewide bandh. Top actors from the Kannada film industry descended on the streets of the state capital in support of the protesting farmers and pro-Kannada groups. Their demand was quite clear. The issue is sensitive and needs to be resolved at the earliest. And it's critical that leaders from both sides sit across the table and discuss this pressing issue.
I'm just requesting both the leaders from Karnataka and Tamil Nadu and from Delhi and the court to just take this in a and give a very proper decision.
Everybody has to keep their egos and their everything aside and think about the people. We have a lot of patience, but don't test our patience.
They have the problem. We have to stand, and we are standing on that, and we request that water should be our. It should not go anywhere, unnecessary waste.
ಒಂದು ಆಡಳಿತ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋ ನೀರು ಇದೆಯಾ, ನಮಗೆ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಳೆ ಕುಡಿಯೋ ನೀರು ಬೇಕು, ವ್ಯವಸಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು ನೀರು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ವಿಷಯ ಇದು.
But the political war of words won't die down. The BJP says Congress is only pandering to its India ally, the DMK, and says the party's duplicity is hurting the people of state. The DMK has hit back, alleging BJP is trying to milk the issue for political gains and is provoking protests over the issue.
What does this show? It shows three things. One, that there is no coordination in legal strategy or efforts between the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister, who is also the Water Resources Minister. Second, that the state's approach towards this issue is very callous, casual and not serious. Third, you also see a duplicity in the sincerity of the government. Is there a political angle to this whole issue where the Congress party and government in Karnataka may perhaps be trying to favor their DMK alliance, who's their India alliance partner?
Karnataka BJP leaders are inducing the government, provoking the government of Karnataka not to release water, and because of the local politics, the ruling party also is submitting to that. The Cauvery, I can only say that Cauvery is not the property of Karnataka.
We're getting some breaking inputs now. We're given to understand that this issue will soon reach the top court again. Karnataka to file revision petition before the CWMA and the Supreme Court tomorrow. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah in fact met Supreme Court judges and retired judges of the High Court as well. He held a meeting on Cauvery River water distribution issue. They suggested that it is a good move to make an advisory committee. So he is seeking legal opinion, and based on the legal opinion, now the Chief Minister and his ministers have decided to once again approach the top court. That's the latest update in terms of this dispute that is being witnessed between both the states.
Suppose immediately we will approach the Management Authority. Let us see what they will say. I'm making it very, very clear. You are going to file the revision petition.
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Well, let's open up, and first up we're joined by actor Anant Nag on the broadcast on this issue. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for giving us your time. An issue which has been continuing for more than 100 years now. Both states blaming each other for not letting a solution come to fore. Both states blaming each other, for not helping each other out. Today we saw protests hit the streets. Today we saw Karnataka bandh. Now, Deputy Chief Minister says, it was all peaceful. Is that what really is going to satisfy the people of Karnataka? Who do you think is at fault here, Mr. Nag?
This has been a 125 years legacy left by the British to us. Sometime in 1897-98, they arbitrarily decided to issue orders that Karnataka will release so and so quantum of water every year to Tamil Nadu. Subsequently, there have been many disagreements, agreements, There have been many resolutions, and all this has been going on for the last 125 years. But in all these years, whenever they have, seldom have the Tamil Nadu governments, subsequently, in latter years, ever since the DMK and AIADMK parties have come to power there, they refused to come to talks with, sit at the table with Karnataka. And this issue has gone to the center and then the courts, and then there is now the CWMA, that authority which decides. But there are differences which are normally in say last 3 years, for example. There are very good rains, and when there are good rains, bounteous rains, there is no problem at all. Even if you want to, Karnataka cannot hold back that water. It flows to Tamil Nadu. Sometimes even their storage capacity is not able to hold it all, and it goes to the sea. But they have not yet come to what is called a distress kind of a distress year. In times of distress, what is the formula? That has not been found out in all these years. And it has been very vague, and this goes on, and then in such times particularly. At good times, there is no Karnataka may meet their Tamil Nadu representatives and vice versa. But here, in such a distressed time, that, for instance, now there is 60% water shortage in Karnataka, 60% rainfall shortage this year. So we have in Karnataka 2 crops only raised every year. One is called Mungaru, and then one is Hingaru. That is one pre-monsoon. After the monsoon, the farmers go in for seeding, and then the water has to be, the fields have to be inundated. Subsequently, Hingaru, the latter part of so Karnataka, in particular Mandya district, where these crops are raised at all, Mandya, for water, drinking water also, not just Mandya, but also Mysore district, Chamarajnagar, whole city of Bengaluru, then Tumkuru, Kolar, we are all dependent on Cauvery for drinking water. So in such times, it becomes very difficult when there is 60% shortage. Then this distress formula should have been, decided upon a long time ago, but it has not happened as such. And no authority at the center also has done it. I remember a time when there was our very wonderful leader like K.S. Puttannaya, who was a right Sangh leader, who with his band of farmers and with a band of farmers from Tamil Nadu, worked out a formula where in distress years, that is, whenever there is a shortfall of rain, they will put it, they will decide upon which crops, which not to grow, and how much to give to the agricultural, how much for drinking water, how much for industrial purposes, etc. But subsequently, that was abandoned, looks like.
That is not happening anymore.
This is the way it is, with the result, in all these years, it has been, just a minute, it's just that we grow 2 crops, that is Hingaru, Mungaru and Hingaru, these 2 crops per year in Karnataka. Whereas with the storage capacity, Tamil Nadu is able to raise 3 crops. That is 3 crops. One is the Kurvai, and then the Taladi, and then the third one is the Sambar. 3 crops they raised. So this dichotomy has been there ever since. And every time there is this kind of a distress situation, Tamil Nadu refuses to sit at the table with Karnataka. They go to authorities, the water authority. They in turn sometimes pass it on, or the Tamil Nadu go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court throws the ball back into the water authority body, and from that. So this has been going on all the time, and with the result that we are all, in Bangalore itself, there is already rationing of water, drinking water. So this once and for all, this has to be, I think, for instance, now Congress is in power. Mr. Deputy Chief Minister Shiva Kumar is in charge. He is in charge of irrigation portfolio. Previously, the last 3 years, it has been a very good monsoon. The then Chief Minister, Mr. Basuraj Bommai himself, he was an irrigation minister himself. But in such times, the politics takes over and everything is a mess.
That exactly was my next question to you. A lot of politics is happening. Like I said, both states are...
Because there is a different government. There is a DMK government.
Yes, not just these 2 states.
There is a Congress government here.
But Mr. Nag, not just the 2 states. Politics happening within the state as well. Today we saw the representatives of the film industry come out in support of the protest. You said a militant stance need to be taken by the Karnataka government. What is that you're trying to imply when you say a militant stance?
The state governments take, it is the center which should take a statesman's-like attitude and take a stand. At the center there is a different government. At the center, in Karnataka and in Tamil Nadu, there are different. They should take a kind of statesman's-like stand and decide that let's decide once and for all. If they wish, that the center wishes, Mr. Modi in particular, he'll reach a decision in maximum 7 days.
You want the center
Stop
to
the
intervene?
water flow now. Those 7 days, just sit together and strike a formula.
You want the center.
Formula.
You want the center to intervene.
Let us go on that. Yes, this is the center which has appointed that water authority. Then they go on to...
You know what, again, Mr. Nag, before I let you go, again there's politics happening over the issue of Make the project as well. Congress says, the Karnataka government says, we'll give a detailed report to the center, they are delaying it. And as far as DMK is concerned, it is creating unnecessary nuisance.
Well, then there is what is CWMA? What are they doing? Who are the people, representatives of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu sitting there? Or are there neutral officials, neutral people in charge there? Televise the proceedings. Let the people know. Take the people in confidence, the people of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and the entire India. Let them see what is happening. Why is this happening again and again? Last 60 years, this is happening for the 45th time. So, are we not one country? Can't we decide on this like this?
Absolutely.
I believe that
time has come
in spite of war with the neighboring country,
there should be a permanent solution.
Done water politics.
No water politics should happen. A permanent solution is what not just you, but the entire population of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, the common people of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu are looking for. Unfortunately, all these politics continuing. Mr. Nag, thank you very much for giving us your time. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. I move on with that and open up the debate, and let me introduce you to our other guests. We're joined by Vijay Prasad, spokesperson of the BJP in Karnataka, Chetan, Jeeral, activist in Karnataka, Rakshana, Vedike. We have Nikhil Jain, lawyer, Kasturi Shankar, actor, Dr. Sumansi Raman, political analyst, Dr. P. Pullarao, political analyst. Let me begin by asking Vijay Prasad. I am not sure if you heard Mr. Nag, but he says, the center should intervene now. For how long is this going to happen? He in fact also went on and said that, why not televise these meetings that everybody is having? What are the CWMA officials doing? What are the representatives of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu doing? Is this a legacy issue?
Thank you very much, Swati. I fully agree with what a great versatile actor Anandak said. Televise the proceedings of the Cauvery Management Authority, whatever they discuss, so that everyone gets to hear that. So, having said that, let us get into the actual situation of a couple of things. So, you need to give me some uninterrupted time so that it's a serious debate. I want to put forth a couple of points. Karnataka has 60% deficit rainfall. At present, Karnataka needs for the remainder of the year 106 TMC. Right now, the water storage in all the dams is around 50 TMC in the Cauvery catchment area. Out of 32 taluks in the Cauvery catchment area, out of 34 taluks, 32 taluks has already been declared as drought areas. So the absence of the rain has the southwest monsoon is Karnataka is heavily dependent, and that is also one of the considerations. In the same context, there is a possibility that Tamil Nadu may receive more rain under the northwest monsoon. This is one of the actual situations that the authorities has to consider. And it is shocking that Bangalore will face severe drinking water problem in the next couple of weeks. This time, despite these rains, despite this situation, Tamil Nadu has indiscriminately used the waters.
Okay.
The representative, many times having said that, even the situation in Karnataka is very alarming. The Congress government, Siddaramaiah government is just 4 months old. In 1 week, 2 bunds have been, the people of Karnataka have seen. That means this will show the situation.
Mr. Prasad, the government is just a few months old, but the issue is more than 100 years old. Their allegation is that the Bharatiya Janata Party is only trying to politicize the issue, because according to them, They've told the authority, they've told the committee, they've told the court that, listen, we don't have water in the Cauvery Basin, yet we've been asked to release water.
The approach, Swati, the approach of the state government is very callous, casual, and not very serious.
Okay.
Categorically, the state government has to tell the authorities that Karnataka cannot release water.
Okay.
They have to categorically
Okay, Nikhil Jain, the Karnataka government has not been able to convince the authority that there is no water in Karnataka for its own people, and that's why it cannot release water to Tamil Nadu.
One thing what
Nikhil Jain.
Whenever the government
Yes, Nikhil Jain, please come in.
See, I don't understand. I keep on repeating this point again and again that the Cauvery Water Management Authority, the Cauvery Water Regulation Committee, both of those are bodies under the Jal Shakti Ministry of the Government of India. If the BJP so feels that the decision of these two bodies is wrong, why does it not use its good offices of the Jal Shakti Minister, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat? Why does it not plead a case with them? The Karnataka government, whether it is Congress or BJP or any other party, is bound to follow the of these authorities. What is the BJP wanting? BJP is unnecessarily politicizing this issue, giving flair to protests and to unrest. I understand that the farmers in Karnataka are in a plightful situation, but the point is, what can the Congress government in Karnataka do? They have to follow the orders of these authorities.
What
they
can the government do?
Law. Does the BJP want them to take the law into their own hands?
Okay. What can the government do, Mr. Jeeral? What can the government do? They are bound to follow orders of the Supreme Court, of the Water Management Authority, of the recommendations that the committee has given. So what can the government do, Mr. Jeeral? How are you looking at this?
So I think, see, we'll have to look at this from, despite of, having the different political, allegations coming from different parties, what we'll have to understand the ground reality is that we need to have a cognizance of the matter that is there at this state, point one. And point two is that we have, again, if you're looking at the politics, right? I mean, if you look at what government should do, government, like Congress is at the Karnataka, and then they have an alliance, DMK, sitting in Tamil Nadu, who's ruling the government. They have their alliance in India, and then Karnataka has 25 BJP MPs sitting in Delhi, who are representing India, Karnataka. But then what we don't see is that the political parties are not coming into a unison to decide on what is the next step they need to take. As Mr. Nikhil was saying, we need to have the cognizance of the ground realities that we are in Karnataka today. And then what we need is BJP step in from the center, stating that they're going to support Karnataka. And at the same time, Congress and DMK should also, being alliance, should come to an agreement that both the states should work out a formula in distress. Because when it is surplus, there's no issue.
Okay, you're saying sit across the table, talk to each other. That's the only way you can find a solution. I want to bring in Dr. Pullarao. Dr. Pullarao, the question is that, now, of course, you are part of this INDI bloc. So why can't you talk to your ally? One. Two, why is DMK and why is Tamil Nadu still upset with 3,000 cusecs of water? Why don't you understand the challenges of Karnataka?
You say it doesn't, not politics has really nothing to do with it. Different governments will come up at different times in Tamil Nadu or Karnataka. There's a clear agreement. There is a clear tradition. These agencies, these authorities come into action when there is a shortage. There is a shortage. They have given orders. The Cauvery Management Water Regulatory Committee and the authority. They have to follow it. All these sob stories, there is no water there, Bangalore has no water. Why didn't you make better preparations? You had so many years. You had 3 good years. Now you see the whole point is Tamil Nadu is a riparian state too. It has more authority on the water than even Karnataka. Let me tell you, Brahmaputra comes from China to India. Why is China not building dams all over openly? Because there's certain rights, rivers. Tamil Nadu has rights. These rights go back. And today they have ordered from September 26th to October 15th to give a certain amount of water. They're not doing it. They want to go to Supreme Court. They just want to pass time. They want to show the people they're working very hard. They're fighting. It's all a sham.
Okay.
You just release the water. The consequences are there for everyone. They didn't say empty the reservoirs. They gave a very limited amount of water.
Okay.
3,600 cusecs. second, there's a small amount of water to be released up to October 15th.
Okay, you're saying
that.
only empty promises were made, and it is all a sham. It is all a sham. When the time came to deliver those promises, the government has backed out. I want to bring in Dr. Sumansi Raman. Dr. Sumansi Raman, one other argument is that the politics happening in Tamil Nadu, where in Karnataka the BJP of course is slamming the Congress, but in Tamil Nadu BJP is telling DMK you're not doing enough to get water from Karnataka.
Yeah. I would request for about 1 minute to actually place the facts on the table.
Okay.
Between June and September, 4 months, Tamil Nadu is expected to get approximately 120 TMC feet of water from Karnataka. This year, Tamil Nadu has received 42 TMC feet from Karnataka thus far. So we have received 1/3 of what should have been received. And that is essentially because there is clear understanding that Karnataka has not had adequate rainfall. The point is there is distress on both sides and that distress must be shared. The Cauvery Water Management Authority, Tamil Nadu went to them and said, please give us 24,000 cusecs. The Cauvery Management Authority first said, okay, give them 12,000 cusecs. Then they brought it down to 10,000 cusecs. Then they brought it down to 5,000 cusecs. And now it is 3,000 cusecs. Please, the people of Karnataka must also realize that Tamil Nadu faces a shortfall of 80 TMC feet in just the last 4 months in its share of 177 TMC feet for the entire year. Second, very, very importantly,
I would like to intervene.
No, let him finish and then I'll come to you. Let
Karnataka has 58, 59. 1 minute, let me finish. Karnataka today has close to 59 TMC feet of water in its reservoirs. All that the Cauvery Management Authority has asked Karnataka to release from this 59 TMC feet water, assuming they comply with the order of the Cauvery Water Management Authority between September 26th and October 15th, is not even 7 to 8 TMC feet of that 59 TMC feet. The argument really is that Karnataka, the government has actually done a fantastic job for Karnataka and protected their interests brilliantly by reducing whatever Tamil Nadu asked for from 24,000 cusecs. They have brought that the Cauvery Water Management Authority has said to 3,000 cusecs. And now, how is it fair to go and say that
it's not fair for Tamil Nadu, Vijay Prasad? Sumansi Raman's argument is not fair. The situation is grim on the other side as well. You need to share water.
See, what Sumansi Raman is not answering is why Tamil Nadu government increased the irrigated land from almost double the hectare granted by the CWMA. Okay. It was 1,35,000 hectares. So now they have harvested more than
that has got nothing to do with Karnataka,
of land.
177 TMC feet has been ordered by the Supreme Court.
Suman, you please allow me to talk. Suman, you please allow me to talk.
Sir,
you please allow me to talk. No, your time is up. Your time is up. You please allow me to talk. So the Suman Raman is not answering why Tamil Nadu irrigated more lands than allocated, and he is not answering why Tamil Nadu has used the water indiscriminately. See, for Karnataka, only 50 TMC is available, and out of the 34 taluks, 32 taluks has already been declared as the drought area.
Put the evidence before the Water Management Authority.
The Bangalore, Tuмкur, and other areas.
Kasturi Shankar also wants to come in. Gentleman, Kasturi Shankar wants to come in.
Water for the drinking.
No. One second.
Okay, Kasturi Shankar first. She hasn't spoken. Mr. Raman.
Mr. Vijendra
She hasn't spoken. I want to bring her. Go ahead, Ms. Shankar.
Okay. I want to directly rebut Mr. Vijendra Prasad's claim that Tamil Nadu has indiscriminately increased the land under cultivation and therefore needs more water. That is not the case. That's not what is happening. Clearly, it doesn't matter what we do with our land, because we have, from asking for 419, from being awarded 420 TMC of water, we have come down to 177.25 now. So where is the question of asking for more water? In times of distress, all we are saying is, go ahead and share the distress equally. Mr. Vijendra Prasad and some other people, including Mr. Anant Nag, seem to be working on the assumption that you don't have to release water, keep all the water to yourself. It is not your water to keep. It is not your water to withhold. What you're doing in effect is you are stealing our water. In 1920, 75% of the Cauvery water, complete Cauvery water, was accorded to Tamil Nadu because while it originates in Karnataka, the coverage in Tamil Nadu is a lot greater. So that
we're
was
just
the
asking for our share. Nikhil Jain, Kasturi Shankar says that you are stealing our water. We are not asking for more. Okay, finish your point, Ms. Shankar, then I'll take a rebuttal. Finish your point.
From a 75-25, madam, 1 second. From a 75-25 partition, we went down to 60-40. We went to 50-50. Now it is less than 50% for Tamil Nadu, and the lion's share of the water is being taken by Karnataka, which is all great. This has all been done through dialogue.
Quick rebuttals. I see Dr. Pullara also wants to come in, but quick rebuttal from Nikhil Jain, and then I'll go across to Dr. Pullara. Nikhil Jain.
On the contrary, Karnataka officials never used to come.
No, I don't want to the point that she is making is that if Karnataka is asked to keep more water, then what is if the Karnataka government actually keeps more water than what the authorities offer, that will be stealing, and I would agree with that point. These are technical bodies that are giving certain awards. Yes, the farmers in Karnataka is facing distress, but so are the people in Tamil Nadu. And if indeed the decisions of these bodies are wrong, then the centre should intervene. But I think they may not be wrong, which is why the Supreme Court is not willing to intervene.
Is everyone just passing the buck? Dr. Pullara, is everyone just passing the buck?
Tamil Nadu on 14th August sought 24,000 cusecs.
Dr. Pullara, is everyone just passing the buck?
Absolutely not. What is...
One small point, Swati ji. The Supreme Court should put a punitive, a penalty on Karnataka. As Mr. Sumant Raman has said, they've just not released the water. They've made all kinds of propagandic statements. What is the sanctity of these agreements under the government of India? What is the sanctity of these bodies? There should be a fine levied, so that in future, a very heavy fine, and given to the farmers of Tamil Nadu, because they've misused the riparian rights that are the source of Indians' unity. All rivers crisscross. There's not a single river in India which flows only in one state.
Okay.
If this is the kind of trend they have started...
there should be penalty. You're saying there should be penalty for Karnataka for not complying with the orders. Dr. Sumansi Raman, my question is, what is the resolution? What is the solution, I beg your pardon? Karnataka says Mekadatu project is the solution, but BJP is dilly-dallying, centre is dilly-dallying, and DMK is creating unnecessary nuisance.
No. Mekadatu cannot be built without the explicit consent of not just Tamil Nadu, but also of Kerala and Puducherry. All the states must consent in an interstate river for the agreement for the dam to be constructed. So that is virtually a non-starter, though technically what Karnataka says makes sense, that if you store more water will be available instead of in the good years, instead of the water going into the sea. But unfortunately there is such a serious trust deficit, and that trust deficit happens because of situations like these. It would have been easy for Karnataka to go to its farmers and tell them, look, 24,000 cusecs these people have gone to court for. We are giving only 3,000. And that would have pacified the farmers.
But that's not happening. The farmers are protesting. The farmers know what the authority has ordered. Despite that, the protests continue. Chetan, Jeeral. Sumansi Raman is saying the government of Karnataka needs to tell people that, we have been ordered to just release 3,000 cusecs of water, and like it was being argued, we are just asking for what was accorded to us. You are stealing our water. We're not asking for more. That's what Tamil Nadu is saying.
See, we can play with words.
What
we'll have to understand
much less than what
we are asking for much less.
Again, as I was saying, we're just playing with the words, right? And what we need to understand is the ground reality. I would not deny the fact that Tamil Nadu is in distress as well, but also we need to take into the fact that when we go by the law, there are sections which talks about the priority that we give to the drinking water, to the agriculture, to the industrial usage, and the other parts. So we need to think of, we are all Indians, right? I mean, that's what we think of. then let's share the distress. But then this is more of a political game.
You're saying this is more of politics which is happening. Meanwhile, what we do know is that the Karnataka government is going to file a revision petition before the authority and the Supreme Court as well tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see the legal developments. Thank you very much, Kasturi Shankar and gentlemen, for joining us on the broadcast. Thank you for giving us your time.